because you can be a Confucianist and a Christian or a Jew or a Buddhist, etc. Because he didn't talk about that stuff. He just talked about, how do you feel towards your mother? That was a big one. He found out that everybody in all the tribes all had the same feeling about their mom. Don't talk about my mom. She's perfect. And so he said, why is that? Why is that the case? And they're saying, well, then what about Dad? And everyone going, well, there were two opinions about Dad. And so these were the conversations that led to Confucianism. The fact that Confucian interpretation of this book became primary in the Chinese mind is easy to understand. But this text, I pretty much bleached all the Confucianism out of it. So that's one of the mythologies, that it is a Confucian text. It actually predates Confucianism by at least 300 or 400 years. 300 or 400 years, no publishers, no bookstores. Remember, it could be possible to be literate in a world of 80 books and only see 6 of them. Modern people can't grok that. So they turn, Confucius into someone with long sleeves from the Ming Dynasty. Like someone when there were printed books and there were translated books in China. But that wasn't happening. And it was very possible that even his students were kind of trying to figure out what he was saying because there wasn't a unified language either. Yeah. So we have to go further back than that. The Taoist, the notion that it's a Taoist text is also completely erroneous. It has, it's not Taoist influenced at all. It's interesting if you understand this book comes about 300 or 400 years before Laozi, but even Laozi is not the foundation of Taoism. So there's a philosophy you can find from looking at the basic text, and it predicts Laozi's philosophy. It predicts this notion of when things go badly, it's always your fault. It's like struggle produces failure. There isn't any sensible way to act that leads to failure. Only crazy ambition and aggression creates failure. There is no other cause. That was Laozi's teaching. And this book is setting that up. I don't think Laozi's teaching could have sort of hit it without this warm-up band of the ZhouYi. Because the ZhouYi's idea is that no one does anything by themselves that's of any significance.